The Night Starlit Vigil, ASMR, Bedtime Script, Batch 1 of 10, Soft Relaxation, Induction. Take a deep, slow breath, in and out. Feel your body settling down, as if sinking gently into the bed beneath you. There's nothing to do, no tasks to finish, no duties to remember. Just you, and this moment of rest. As you listen to my voice, imagine your eyelids becoming just a little heavier. The more you breathe, the softer they feel, almost as though they are kissed by a gentle breeze. Each breath is slow, each exhale carrying away any tension, like autumn leaves carried downstream. Allow your shoulders to release, feel your arms soften, your hands unclenching, fingertips tingling faintly as they let go of the day. Your legs sink into the mattress, heavy, grounded, safe. Your chest rises and falls with the rhythm of calm waves. Even your thoughts can drift like clouds, soft and passing, leaving only the quiet space of night behind. Now, as your body relaxes more deeply, your mind becomes ready for a story. Not just any story, but one whispered in the hush of candlelight, under stars that glimmer above ancient stone. And so, our story tonight begins. Narrative opening. Our story begins in a quiet chapel, built of cool, weathered stone. It is the eve of a young squire's knighthood, a sacred night of waiting, of stillness, of prayer. The moon casts a silver light through narrow windows, painting the floor in quiet beams. And in the hush of this place, the boy kneels alone. He is no longer quite a boy, not yet quite a knight. His name is whispered only by the stone walls and by the silence that surrounds him. Before him, laid out with reverence, lies his armor, a gleaming helm, a shield marked with his master's crest, and a sword that will soon be his own. But tonight, he wears none of it. Tonight, he wears only humility and stillness. For in the Middle Ages, it was said that on the night before his knighting, a squire must keep vigil. He must remain in the chapel until dawn, fasting, praying, preparing his spirit for the dawn of a new life. It was not merely a custom, but a transformation, a passage from one world into another. And so, with candles flickering low, the squire sits and waits. Atmosphere, guiding the listener. As you picture this chapel, feel its calmness seep into you. Imagine the scent of old wood and beeswaxed candles. The floor beneath the squire is cool stone, smooth from the steps of generations. Above, rafters creak gently with the night wind. Outside, leaves rustle faintly in the castle courtyard. You too may feel the hush, as though you are seated within the chapel yourself, watching the boy by candlelight. The flames sway and dance, shadows stretching tall across the walls. Every flicker seems to breathe along with you, slow and steady. And with each breath, you fall deeper into this gentle, medieval night. Story progression. The squire's hands rest quietly on his knees. He whispers a prayer, not only to God, but to the generations of knights before him. He prays for courage, for wisdom, and for the strength to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Nearby, his sword rests upon the altar, wrapped in simple cloth. It glimmers faintly when the candlelight touches its hilt. He gazes at it not as a weapon, but as a responsibility. For in medieval thought, knighthood was more than armor and steel. It was an oath, a promise of service, chivalry, and devotion. And so he sits, hours passing quietly, the only sound, the slow trickle of wax down the candles. Each drop marks time's passage, though the boy does not count. He feels the silence as if it were a cloak, wrapping around his shoulders, comforting him. Outside, the stars turn across the sky. He imagines their light falling across villages, fields, rivers, and forests beyond the castle walls. And in his mind, he whispers a wish, that he might serve those unseen places, those unseen people, as faithfully as he now keeps his vigil. Deepening relaxation for listener, as the boy settles deeper into prayer. Let yourself settle deeper into rest. Imagine the stillness of the chapel surrounding you. The candle flame flickers softly, casting shadows that sway like lullabies. The hush of the night is vast and endless, cradling you in its quiet arms. Every muscle in your body sinks further, melting into comfort. Your breathing flows with the same rhythm as the squire's heart. Steady, patient, calm. Every exhale feels like a soft release, carrying you closer to sleep. Continuing the vigil, the hours stretch on. Midnight comes, and still the boy kneels. Though his stomach rumbles with hunger, he does not eat. Though his eyes long for rest, he does not close them. In the medieval tradition, fasting was seen as purification, a way to strip the body of earthly cravings, so the spirit might grow stronger. And so, the squire accepts the hollow ache in his belly as part of his transformation. Even his weariness becomes a test. Each blink of his eyes, each pull of sleep, something he must overcome. But the chapel seems to help him. Its stones hold silence, like a deep well. Its candles burn steadily, their wax pooling like liquid gold. Even the moonlight appears to keep him company, spilling through the high windows in silver beams. He remembers his master's words. A knight is not one who takes life, but one who guards it. A knight does not live for glory, but for duty. A knight's vigil begins in the chapel, but it never truly ends. The boy breathes deeply, whispering these words in his mind, like a lullaby to his own soul. Gentle body scan as you breathe in the chapel's stillness. Bring your awareness to your body. Notice how your chest rises and falls, a steady rhythm like the squire's heart. Feel the gentle pressure of the bed beneath you, supporting, grounding you. Your arms are relaxed by your side, palms facing up, fingers spread wide. Nails like tiny moons nestled in the softness of your hands. Your legs are open, thighs and calves releasing any tension, feet resting comfortably. Every muscle in your body is melting into relaxation, softening like the candle flames. With each breath, tension unwinds, worries fade, and peace deepens. The dawn approaches as the first hint of dawn colors the eastern sky. The boy rises slowly from his vigil. His limbs are stiff from hours kneeling, but his spine is straighter than it has ever been. His eyes, though dark-circled, are brighter, steadier. Looking at his sword now, he sees not just a weapon, but a symbol. When he steps out of the chapel, the sun greets him like a rising star. Birdsong fills the air, and dew-kissed grass awaits his footsteps. As he prepares for the day ahead, he knows he is not just a squire. He is the first step of a night, tempered by the fire of a starlit vigil. And so, with a heart full of hope and resolve, he faces the day. Final relaxation and transition. The story of the night's starlit vigil is ended, but your journey to peaceful sleep is not quite finished. Let the tranquility of the medieval chapel envelop you, anchoring you to the present moment. Feel the gentle embrace of your bed, welcoming you back to the warmth of your room. Drifting off to sleep, allow your muscles to melt into the bed, every fiber relaxing with the ease of a knight finally laying down his arms after a long quest. Imagine your breath slowing, deepening, becoming a soothing lullaby that rocks you into dreamland. Hold on to that peaceful feeling as you surrender to the quiet embrace of the night. May your dreams be filled with peaceful scenes, gentle whispers, and the soft glow of starlight. And may you wake tomorrow feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to embrace the day with a newfound sense of tranquility and vigor. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you enjoyed this ASMR experience, please do forget to leave a comment below with your feedback or any suggestions you have for future stories. Your support means the world to me. Now, with one final breath, let go of everything except this feeling of relaxation and peace. Sweet dreams, and until next time, may you always find solace in the quiet beauty of a starlit night.
This scene unfolds not in a grand hall lit by torchlight, nor in a tavern echoing with laughter and song, but in a small, secluded chapel tucked away within the castle's heart. Here, bathed in the soft glow of several tall candles, sits a young squire clad in simple dark clothing, his head bowed in quiet contemplation. His face, though young, bears the seriousness of years spent in service. He is awaiting the dawn when he will receive the honor of knighthood, a testament to his years of dedication and hard work. But for now, it is the dead of night, and he keeps a silent vigil, his gaze fixed on a worn leather-covered book resting on a rough-hewn altar before him. From time to time, He lifts his head to regard the dancing flames of the candles. Their light and heat, a comforting presence in the dim-lit chapel. The silence is not empty, but thick with anticipation and the scent of old wood and beeswax. The boy is not alone in this space. Beside him, invisible to all but the most attentive, is a watchful presence, a guide who has come to offer solace and strength during this important night. This presence, unseen yet felt, offers a comforting energy, a silent companion ready to ease the boy's concerns and bolster his courage. So too, my friend, do I invite you to enter this sacred space and partake in the squire's vigil, to lean against the cool stone wall, to nestle into the comforting shadows, and to lean into the silence. Let the sight of the dancing flames fill your vision, their soft glow chasing away any lingering darkness in your mind. Breathe deeply, inhaling the comforting scent of old wood and beeswax, letting it mingle with the fresh air you breathe in. Feel the cool stone of the wall against your back, grounding you, steadying you. Rest your arms, relax your shoulders, let your eyelids grow heavy. Surrender to the tranquility of this moment, allowing your busy mind to slow down, to match the rhythm of the flickering flames, to harmonize with the solemn silence of the chapel. Within the sacred confines of this chapel, let your worries and fears find solace. Your burdens and doubts melt away like wax before a gentle flame. Right now, there is only peace, only rest, only the companionship of a silent night. Here, in the hushed embrace of this ancient chapel, let the gentle silence envelop you, carrying away your troubles, leaving behind only serenity and calm. Allow yourself to drift into this tranquil state, to become one with the peaceful ambiance of this sacred space. You are here. You are at peace. You are held. Outside the chapel, the world continues its nocturnal dance. The wind rustling through the leaves of ancient trees, crickets chirping their ceaseless song. But within these four silent walls, time seems to stand still. There is no rush, no need. Only the quiet dignity of a moment well spent in solitude. The boy straightens slightly, his gaze drifting to the full armor laid out before him, gleaming faintly in the candlelight. The polished metal reflects the dancing flames, transforming the armor into a constellation of tiny lights. Each piece, from the intricately designed helmet to the greaves resting on the ground, tells a silent story of battles fought and victories won. It is a legacy of bravery and resilience, a testament to the knights who have donned this very armor before him. But tonight, it is his armor. Tomorrow, he will don it, feeling its weight settle onto his shoulders. Its cold steel a constant reminder of the duty he now represents. Right now, though, he sees not just armor, he sees potential for protection, potential for strength. As he takes it all in, allow your gaze to follow his, marveling at the intricate details of the armor, at the craftsmanship that has gone into its creation. Feel the weight of it in your mind, not as a burden, but as a source of strength, a shield against the storms of life. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable and picture yourself wearing this armor, not in battle, but in your everyday life. How would it feel? How would it protect you? What battles would it help you fight? See how the weight of the armor becomes a grounding force, anchoring you, steadying you, reminding you of your inner strength. In this moment of quiet reflection, let the armor become a metaphor, a symbol of the strength you carry within. Just as the armor is ready to be called into action when needed, so too is your strength. It waits within you, patiently, lovingly, always ready to be called upon. Let this understanding bring you a sense of security, a feeling of being prepared for whatever challenges may come your way. Just as the boy prepares himself for the weight of his armor, you too can prepare yourself for life's challenges. You can draw upon your inner strength, knowing that you are capable, that you are resilient. You are more than ready. A soft chime echoes through the chapel, drawing the boy's attention to the tall, arched windows. Bathed in silver moonlight, countless stars are strewn across the vast canvas of the night sky. The sight fills him with awe. Above him, the heavens are alive with twinkling lights, indifferent to his worries, yet ever present in his moment of reflection. Look up, my friend, and let the sight of the star-filled sky fill your vision. Lose yourself in the vastness of the cosmos, in the endless expanse that stretches above us. Let the twinkling stars become a source of wonder, of joy, of peace. Allow their soft glow to wash over you, carrying away any lingering tension, any trace of worry. In this moment of pure appreciation, let the universe remind you of its grandeur, of its beauty, and in doing so, let it restore your sense of wonder, rekindle your spirit, and refresh your soul. Feel how the boundless nature of the night sky mirrors the limitless possibilities within you. Just as the stars have endured for countless years, so too can you endure. So too can you shine. Within the boundless expanse of the night, you are reminded of your own strength, your resilience, your capacity to endure and to thrive. Take a moment to appreciate the sheer magnificence of the night sky, for in its splendor, you may just find a reflection of your own inner strength. You are held by the vastness of the universe. You are grounded by the earth beneath you, and you are carried by the endless possibilities that lie ahead. And as the boy continues his vigil, so too can you continue to bask in the tranquility of this sacred space. Remain here as long as you need, finding solace in the silence, strength in the armor, and inspiration in the endless expanse above you. When you are ready, you can return to the world, refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to face whatever challenges may come your way. But for now, rest easy, my friend, for you are in good company, both in the silent chapel and within the boundless embrace of the universe.
How long has he been here? An hour? More? The boy does not know, nor does he care. He is not counting time. Time is not counting him. He is lost in the vigil. The chapel is his only company. The flickering flames, the aged stones, the silent rafters, all bearing silent witness to his unwavering presence. He is not alone. He realizes, even in the hush of night, he is held by the chapel, cradled by the vigil. And in that knowledge, a new strength wells up within him. A strength born not of defiance, but of surrender. Not of battle, but of peace. And with that, the tension eases from his shoulders, the clenching in his jaw, the tremor in his hands. His eyelids grow heavy, though he does not close them fully. The chapel is blurred at the edges, softened by the haze of weariness. It is not sleep, not quite, but a drifting state where the border between waking and dreaming grows thin. The flames blur into stars. The shadows sway as though breathing. Every sound, the creak of rafters, the sigh of the wind, the faint dripping of wax, becomes music, slow and steady, like a lullaby sung by the night itself. This is the hour when time feels different, when thoughts no longer move in straight lines, but ripple like water in a pool. The boy surrenders to it, not fighting, not resisting, simply allowing the flow of night to carry him. His breaths deepen, becoming slower. Each inhale is a journey into the stillness. Each exhale is a release into the darkness. In and out, surrendering to the embrace of the night. The scent of old stone mingles with the sweet aroma of melting wax, creating a unique fragrance that speaks only of this place, only of this vigil. It is a scent of solitude, yes, but also of solace, of facing fears and finding strength in the silence. Within the triangle formed by the three candles, the boy is safe. He senses, not in a naive sense of physical security, for dangers may lurk in the darkest corners of the night, but in a profounder, inner knowing. He is safe in the sanctuary of his spirit, safe in the depths of his courage, safe in the unwavering determination that burns within him like a candle flame. He is a beacon in the blackness, a solitary star shining with an inner light, and that light, he realizes, is not meant only for himself. It is a beacon for others who may be lost in their own darkness, who may be struggling with their own fears and shadows. His light, his courage, his very presence in this place serves as a reminder that even in the deepest night, one can stand tall and unbroken. The shadows lengthen and curve, reaching out like fingers to caress the worn stones. They twist and turn, taking on fantastical shapes that dance at the edge of his vision. For a moment, he is entranced by their silent ballet, by the way they seem to whisper tales of ages past. The shadows have seen countless vigils, countless hopes and fears, countless battles fought and won. They hold within them 1,000 stories, a myriad of lives lived and lost. And yet, despite the tales they could tell, they remain silent. They are companions, not storytellers. They are confidants, not critics. They stand with him, not against him. And in their steadfast presence, the boy finds a strange comfort. The flames sputter softly, their light wavering, like a dying ember. Yet they refuse to be extinguished, just as he refuses to be cowed by the darkness. With each flicker, they send sparks flying upward, dancing specks of fire that momentarily break free from the chains of gravity. They soar and twirl, tiny warriors conquering the darkness with their brief bursts of light. And in their struggle, the boy sees his own reflection, his own journey. He, too, is a spark in the grand darkness, a single soul striving for freedom and light in a world that often seeks to keep him chained. His gaze, heavy with fatigue, drifts toward the flickering candle flames. As he watches, mesmerized by their silent dance, shapes begin to emerge within the wavering light. Not real shapes, but visions of the mind, sparked by weariness and silence. He sees fields of golden wheat swaying in sunlight. He sees rivers winding through valleys, their waters gleaming like silver ribbons. He sees faces of villagers, smiling, laughing, children running through grass. He knows these are not truly before him. And yet, in this sacred space, he feels they are gifts, reminders of what he is preparing to protect. The flame shifts again, and he sees a knight riding across a hilltop, banners streaming in the wind. He sees a castle, strong and proud, its walls bathed in dawn light. And then the flame softens once more, returning to its simple dance of fire. The boy bows his head, grateful for these gentle visions, whether born of mind or spirit. Are they memories of a time before the shadows fell, glimpses of a future that he might help create? Or are they dreams sent to sustain him through the darkness? He does not know, nor does it matter. Their beauty and peace are enough. The chapel breathes, he realizes, inhaling with him, exhaling with him. When he inhales, the air feels cool, the shadows drawing close. When he exhales, the warmth of the candles swells, pushing the shadows back again. The rhythm continues. Inhale, exhale, light and shadow moving as one. He wonders if the chapel has kept vigil for so long that it has learned to breathe with its visitors. Stone and flame, wood and air, all joining him in his prayer. The thought comforts him deeply. He feels less like a lone boy and more like a part of something vast, timeless, alive. The weight of the night settles around him like a heavy cloak, muffling the sounds of the world, drowning out the whispers of fear and doubt. Here, in the heart of the darkness, he is utterly alone. And in that aloneness, he finds a strange kind of freedom. He is unburdened by expectations, untethered from the need for anyone else's approval or understanding. He is simply here. He is simply himself. And in that simplicity, a new strength is born. A strength that does not rely on external validation, that does not depend on the cheers of the crowd or the comfort of companionship. This is the strength of solitude, the fortitude found in facing one's fears and uncertainties, head-on without flinching, without complaint, without surrender. The strength of the solitary candle flame, flickering in the vast darkness, refusing to be extinguished, refusing to yield to the shadows. The strength of the silent watcher, the steadfast keeper of the vigil, the courageous boy who dares to face the night, and in doing so, discovers a wellspring of power within himself that he never knew existed. The boy is just a boy, after all, perched precariously on the edge of manhood. This night, this vigil is his trial by fire, his baptism in the depths of solitude. And as the night deepens, he emerges from it, changed, tempered, strengthened by the ordeal. He is still the same boy at heart, yes, but with a newfound resilience woven into his being. The darkness is not empty. He understands now. It is filled with potential, with possibility, with the seeds of hope and courage. The darkness is a canvas upon which he can paint his dreams, a silence in which he can compose his fears. It is a place where he can be stripped bare, not just of his armor and weapons, but of his expectations and pretenses. Here, in the heart of night, he is seen and known in his most raw and vulnerable state. And in that rawness, he finds a kind of beauty, a stark, haunting, ethereal beauty that speaks to the depths of his soul. The boy leans back, stretching slightly, listening. The chapel seems to breathe with him. Inhale, the air feels cool, the shadows drawing close. Exhale, the warmth of the candles spreading outward. Light and shadow, stone and air weave together in a silent symphony. And he is a part of it all. The passage of time is marked not by the ticking of clocks or the turning of hours, but by the rhythm of his own breath, the ebb and flow of his energy, the rise and fall of his emotions. In this sacred space, he is measured not by the standards of the world, but by the ancient wisdom of his soul. As the night deepens, the boundaries between past, present, and future blur, dissolve, fade away. There is only this moment, this single point of existence, where time stands still and eternity unfolds. In this timeless moment, he is one with the universe, connected to everything that has ever been, everything that is, and everything that ever will be. The boy closes his eyes briefly, surrendering to the embrace of the night. As darkness envelops him, he finds a strange sense of peace. He is held, cradled, enveloped by the velvety blackness that seems to have a life of its own. And in that holding, he lets go of his worries, his doubts, his fears. He releases them into the night, trusting that they will be transformed, transmuted into something stronger, wiser, more compassionate. Take a deep, gentle breath now, and slowly let it go. Feel your body settling into the place where you rest. Notice the surface beneath you, supporting every part of you. There is no effort to hold on. You are safe to simply let go. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw loosen. Even the small muscles around your eyes can rest now. Every part of you is invited into calmness, into quiet, into ease. As you listen to my voice, imagine the sounds around you growing softer, as if the outside world is dimming, like the glow of a candle as it fades into night. Every breath you take draws you deeper into comfort, in and out, like waves brushing the shore. Steady, gentle, endlessly soothing. And our story today begins, far away, in a time long ago, when villages were small, and the night sky stretched endlessly above quiet hills. It begins on a soft hillside, covered in tall grass that moves like the slow rhythm of the sea. The year is unknown, but it is somewhere in the gentle hush of the Middle Ages, a time of castles and cloisters where people lived closer to the land, closer to the stars. On this hillside, there is a shepherd. He is humble, wrapped in a wool cloak, the air cool on his cheeks. Beside him, a staff rests gently against the earth, and all around him, his flock. Sheep resting in clusters, their breaths misting faintly in the night air. The shepherd does not feel alone, for the stars are countless companions above him. They shimmer, softly, quietly, like silver threads stitched into a dark blue cloth. He tilts his head upward, letting his gaze wander across constellations that have guided wanderers for centuries. And then, he begins to hum. A low, steady sound, a tune without words, but with feeling, a song passed down, perhaps, from shepherd to shepherd, generation to generation. In the Middle Ages, shepherds were known to sing through the night, sometimes as prayer, sometimes as comfort, sometimes simply to let the flock know that all was well. The sound was not loud, not sharp, just a thread of melody, woven into the stillness of night. Can you hear it now? A voice, carried on the wind. The kind of song that makes your breath slow down, makes your body feel heavier, as if the earth itself is drawing you gently closer. The sheep hear it, too. A soft bleat here, another there, before they settle again, their small bodies nestled into the grass. The shepherd's song is a cradle for them, and it can be a cradle for you, too. The hillside is alive with tiny sounds. The hush of grass in the breeze, the occasional call of a night bird, the quiet clicking of insects hidden among the stems. Every sound, gentle. Every sound, part of the lullaby of the night, Imagine yourself there now. The ground beneath you, cool and steady. The sky above endless, filled with starlight. And in the distance, the soft hum of the shepherd's tune, wrapping around you like a warm blanket. The air carries the scent of earth and wild herbs, lavender, thyme, and sweet meadow flowers. In medieval times, shepherds often knew these plants well, using them for healing, for tea, for quiet comfort. Breathe it in now, as if the air itself is a balm for the mind. The shepherd shifts slightly, his cloak rustling softly. He hums again, the notes drifting slowly, like a stream winding down a hill. Not hurried, not forced, just easy, steady, constant. With each note, your body grows softer. With each pause, your mind grows quieter. The rhythm of his song is the rhythm of rest. The sheep sigh and nuzzle into the grass. Their soft breaths rise and fall. Even the earth beneath them seems to hum in response, as though the hillside itself is part of the shepherd's song. And now, imagine yourself drawing closer to that song, as if you could sit at the edge of the meadow, listening in stillness, feeling the grass brush gently against your fingertips. You are safe here. You are calm here. You belong here. The shepherd notices you, perhaps, but he does not speak. He only nods gently, as if to say, rest now. And then he returns to his humming, letting his song carry both flock and traveler alike into deeper peace. You can picture the stars above him, the great wheel of the heavens turning slowly, patiently. For centuries, shepherds and sailors both looked to those same constellations, trusting them for guidance in the dark. And tonight, they shine for you, too. You feel a breeze now, soft, cool, brushing against your skin. It carries with it the hush of leaves and the faint scent of wood smoke from a distant hearth. Perhaps, down in the valley, a family has closed their shutters, their fire crackling low as they drift into dreams. You are part of this same night, part of this same rhythm of rest, and the shepherd hums on, low, steady, unbroken. A song of comfort, a song of safety, a song of night itself. Let your breathing fall in time with his song. Slow, gentle, unhurried. With each exhale, imagine the weight of the day leaving you. With each inhale, imagine the night filling you with calm. The stars shift, the sheep sigh. The shepherd's song continues, and you, here, listening, are invited deeper and deeper into restful, the quiet expanding around you now, like a blanket slowly spreading across the hillside. The stars glimmer above, patient and steady, and the shepherd's humming remains, soft, calm, endlessly gentle, as if it has no beginning and no end. Allow your breath to match it, slow and steady.
Take a deep breath now. Let your shoulders soften and allow your body to melt gently into the bed beneath you. With each inhale, you are becoming more relaxed, letting go of the day's tension. And with each exhale, release any lingering thoughts or worries. Imagine now that you are lying on a bed of softest grass in a meadow bathed in the warm glow of the setting sun. The sky is a canvas of vibrant colors, a masterpiece painted by the artist above. The world outside can fade away. Here, in this meadow, time slows its pace. Here, worries have no hold, only peace and tranquility. You can almost hear it now, the soft bleat of sheep as they drift like a lullaby across the meadow. The shepherd hums a low, steady tune, one that villagers once sang as prayers and comfort. It is a song without words, carried on the breeze, weaving through tall grasses that rustle like whispers in the dark. The air is scented with the smell of earth and wild thyme. Each note of the shepherd's song feels like a cradle rocking, slow and tender, guiding the flock and you into the calm embrace of sleep. The rhythmic bleating of the sheep, the gentle rocking of the boat, the soft lapping of waves on the shore, all combine to lull you into a state of deep relaxation. Your eyelids grow heavy, your muscles feeling lighter with every passing moment. The sounds of the meadow, the buzzing of insects, the distant cawing of a crow, all blend together in a harmonious symphony, a melody that soothes and calms. Here, in this tranquil place, Your breath slows, matching the steady pace of the rocking boat. In this moment of pure relaxation, you are utterly still, enveloped by the serenity of the scene. Allow yourself to drift, to let go, to surrender to the peaceful rhythm of the meadow. Here there is only peace, only calm. You are safe, completely at ease, and as the final notes of the lullaby echo through the meadow, you find yourself enveloped in a deep, dreamless sleep.
In the stillness of the night, he finds his voice, his purpose, his courage. For the night is his canvas, the stars his guide, and the whispers of the past his legacy. So too, dear listener, can you find your strength in the stillness of the night? Embrace the quiet whispers within you, the echoes of your ancestors, the dreams that stir in your heart. Let the vast expanse of the night be your canvas, and the stars your guide. And when the dawn arrives, you will step into your day with a newfound sense of purpose, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead, knowing that you to our part of a grander story, a lineage of dreamers and doers who dared to hope, who dared to believe, and who dared to become.